Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jana London, founder of the Natural Women's Council. Following the great news that I had announced yesterday after my visit to the Ashburn County Meath Library, whereby the inappropriate books have been removed from the shelves and put back into a box in the attic to be recategorized for the appropriate ages, I have had a few messages from my followers on social media. And one of them said down in Kerry that they went into the library to follow up on the books that they had seen that were inappropriate. And when they asked the librarian where those books were, the librarian just smiled and said, they've disappeared. So I think it's more than a coincidence that both County Meath and County Kerry libraries have these books off the shelf. And that's really, really good news. Is there still work to be done? Absolutely. Success for me looks like having all of the library books that are inappropriate removed from the children's area, as well as all of the books removed from the school shelves that are inappropriate for children. Because we can remember that when we launched the campaign on the 26th of January, we noted that the Rainbow Read List, which was on the NCCA website, the NCCA is the group that developed the curriculums in Ireland. The Rainbow Read List was on their website. After many complaints, it came down. It was also on the Children's Books of Ireland website, and they took it down, but we celebrated too soon because they rebranded it the Pride Reading List. But where I'm going with this is those books that are in the libraries were also sent to a list to schools to purchase. So we can be certain that many school libraries on their shelves also have these books. So the toothpaste is out of the tube, and metaphorically speaking, it's like if we had a glitter bomb explode and it went into the fibers of the carpets, it's picking out each piece of glitter, which is what we're doing now with the libraries. But it sounds like they are moving the books off. However, success really would look like having every book removed from libraries and schools, a memo coming from a formal authority directing them to do so. So there is still work to be done, but it's great to see that the libraries are moving those based on all of the actions that all the men and women in Ireland across all counties have taken. So thank you so much for supporting this really important campaign to protect the children. The indoctrination, grooming, and sexualization of kids doesn't stop at libraries, as we know, or most of us know, and all of us should know at this point, it is being proposed on the school curriculum right down to the primary school level. And we saw a parent provided us with a copy of the Busybodies book that was their kid was handed without any parent consultation, and that was promoting the gender ideology and being able to choose their gender and such. Also, I'm just going to read a message from a follower down in Kerry sent me this today, which is a big, big concern. Actually, no, this was Westmeath. I apologize. So I'll read this to you. They discovered that a school not far from them has introduced a new sex education curriculum for their 11-year-olds. And the teacher was telling the children about anal sex, age 11. Including preparing the area and how pleasurable it can be for both boys and girls. Now, this parent went on to say that they are absolutely horrified. The parent challenged the principal to no avail, and then she went to her GP requesting a letter of exemption, but the doctor showed her an email from the government which prohibited any child from being exempt from the class. Now, under our constitutional rights as parents, we absolutely can opt our children out of this indoctrination and this ideology. Where you can go to find this support is on the IrishEducationAlliance.com website, and there's a tab called Curriculum Campaign. And under there is an opt-out letter. There's several letter templates that are going around to opt out. But this one I feel is most important because it doesn't just specify to opt your children out of the RSE/SPHE program, but it lists the specific points of discussion that you don't want your child to be educated on, such as the transgender ideology, pornography, etc. Because what is happening in the school curriculum is there's a lot of deception in how it's being threaded. So this ideology could be threaded in many different subjects across the school curriculum. And if we just specify RSE, it may not remove them from any conversation about the topics that are on the opt-out letter on the irisheducationalliance.com site. So I personally have sent that one into my school, and I would recommend that template. So we do have constitutional rights to opt children out. This parent went on to say that the principal basically said, no, they can't be opted out. The GP said as well, they've seen the letter, and that it will be in effect from 2025 and will be everything, including LGBT, the gender ideology, all of the sexualization, all of the things we've seen in the book. So that was sent to me from a parent in Westmeath. Very concerning that's happening, and that's what parents are being told by principals and doctors. So parents, we need to show that we have the power. These are our children. They are not property of the state. They are not the government's children. They are not O'Gorman's children, McEntee's children, or Foley's children. These are our children. And if they think they can gaslight and dismiss our concerns and tell us what we feel is moral and what aligns with our values, they couldn't be more wrong. So parents, please assert your power. Go into the libraries, take the books out, serve the notice, write the opt-out letter to your school, call a meeting with your principal, with your child's teacher, with the board of management. We need to make a lot of noise. We need to cause a lot of headaches with this. It is not going away. And if they think that we will back down and we will be weakened by their dismissals and their gaslighting, they could not be more wrong. Because I think they're underestimating the power, particularly I speak for myself, they will certainly be underestimating the power of a mama bear standing in to protect children. So thank you very much for protecting childhood, and keep up the great work, and it's making progress.